Mr. Rajesh Rao, coming to the entrepreneurial expression, I mean, which is the burning aspiration, of the aspiring classes. What kind of avenues and opportunities, do you find unfolding in the state of Telangana and also on the other side of the divide?
See, the backwardness is very, very important. When there is a backwardness, risk taking is going to be much lesser. Relatively, backwardness is more in districts of Telangana as compared to districts of particularly coastal districts. There is no backwardness.
And I think you are talking in terms of the regional disparities, whatever. What I am talking is some social groups.
Well, social groups also, they certainly express themselves, because when there is a smaller entity is there, and most of it, these social groups are in this entity, their presence will naturally be expressed. But certainly, it is an issue of a political management as well as a social management. If you have neglected certain people, naturally, there will be an expression of such thing. Therefore, it is a very, very balanced approach, whether it is economically or socially or even culturally, if you would like to look at it. It is the responsibility of the people of the state as well as the government to see how these forces are looked after well, balanced, not creating a problem. I think it's a much larger issue. It's not an issue that how we dealt with earlier, whether we will continue to deal with the same manner. I think we have to learn, as Dr. Jayaprakash Narayan said, I think that the days are changing, economies are changing, people are changing. Accordingly, the government as well as the way we manage has to undergo change. If it is not changed, and we will only fear, oh, there is a big problem is there. It is not a problem. It's an issue that has to be managed and sorted out. I think I would say look at that.
Thank you. Mr. Vijayasagar, what's your take on this?
I fully agree with the opinion tendered by Dr. Jayaprakash Narayan. Actually, now the system is so rotten that even you see for a small issue of transfer and these contractors and these brokers, they run to the secretariat and they catch hold of ministers. They never bother as head of the department or an engineer or a doctor or whatever that. So that is to be broken, and I am sure that now with the manifesto given by the programs given by at least Telangana government, we are completely decentralizing the powers to the local bodies. And for example, a contractor never has to go to secretariat. He has got no business. Only his job will be ending with the chief engineer or SC or whatever that. So a lot of changes are bound to come, and definitely I think the Andhra portion also there may be similar sort of change. Otherwise, with the present system, it is to continue. The people's aspirations will never be fulfilled.
I think the problem has been adequately emphasized. Dr. Jayaprakash Narayan, you have seen from close quarters both the leaders who are on the horizon, Mr. Chandrasekhar Rao as well as Mr. Chandrababu Naidu. Do you expect that this new leadership can really muster courage and correct these historical imbalances that have crept into the society?
I truly hope so. If they don't, then they would have missed a great opportunity. Because when a new state is created, A, because there are smaller states, there is greater focus of attention. B, the problems which are earlier concealed, now they can be exposed. New problems don't really arise, but we understand them more because earlier in a larger entity, they were glossed over. C, the opportunities we never really bothered to focus on, now they are revealed, and therefore you can look at things with a fresh eye. D, fresh thinking is always possible when there is a new beginning. And finally, we require reinstitutionalization of this country. The way things are done, we have been doing things so far only because of the pressure of status quo, the power of status quo, because that's the way things are done, the power of tradition.
Status quo has to be changed.
And now we can actually relook at status quo and significantly change it. They now bungle this opportunity in the first few years for any nation's life or a state's life. The way the institutions are set, the way the patterns are established, the way the roadmap is created in the first few years is critical, and these two people have the immense opportunity to reshape the politics and economy of these two states. And if they fail to do so, I think in history they'll go down as remarkable failures.
Let's hope that they would bite the bullet and make things look different. And now moving on to another important aspect, this is the political implications of the division. Today in the Indian polity, UP has a place of primacy because they send 80 MPs to the Lok Sabha and a good number to the Rajya Sabha. Now, Andhra Pradesh earlier, currently, still it's a United State of Andhra Pradesh. We used to send 42 MPs to the Lok Sabha. It carried some weight. Perhaps we were the third largest or fourth largest group in the Lok Sabha. Now Telangana will have reduced number 17 and Seemandhra will have 25. What does it mean and its implications? We'll revisit after a small break.